What smells better than it tastes? Soap. Someone stocked the toilets at work with strawberry-scented hand soap made by this small local business. I swear this soap smelled more like strawberries than actual strawberries do, gave me instant cravings every time I had to take a piss. You're going to wind up Pavloved into wanting strawberries anytime you piss anywhere. Bacon strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon, but I sure did. My older brother tried one of my dog's milk bones once out of curiosity, and from then on he'd dead-ass snack on them now and then. My aunt used to make homemade dog treats that was basically like a stale oatmeal cookie with no sugar. Surprisingly not that bad. Play-Doh. I've never eaten Play-Doh. That's disgusting. Get that salty shit away from me. I've eaten Play-Doh before. Tastes like salty clay. Cinnamon. How dare you? Kentucky Fried Chicken. Absolutely, it smells like the manna of the gods. Tastes, meh? Fucking shampoo. Such a passionate response. Scented markers. I don't know, that grape marker looks pretty tasty. This has blown my mind forever, the grape smelly marker. No grape in my life I have ever come across smelled anything like that grape marker. Grapes to me don't even really have a smell? Not to me anyways, yet we associate that smell with grape? I just don't understand it at all. Grape cigars have that strong grape smell also. But never in my life have I smelled a basket of grapes and been like, yup, this is same. I don't know, just some totally weird Martix shit to me. Maybe I'm just crazy. Snazzy flavored herbal teas. If you're lucky it just tastes like water. If not, it tastes like grass. Tea is nothing more than hot leaf juice. Uncooked minced garlic. Fun story, my sister realized she had COVID one morning when she woke up and couldn't smell or taste her coffee. So she decided to try out items in her spice cabinet and see how far she could take it. For the final test, she ate a whole tablespoon of raw minced garlic. Nothing. She then got to tell the story when the doctor asked her why she thought she might have COVID. Doctor had a good laugh. The doctor hadn't wondered why her skin smelled like a pizza parlor? Maybe he had a touch of long COVID too. Coffee. I don't like it, but the smell of it is godlike. I feel the same way. I don't get how something that smells so good can taste so terrible. Perfume. Grapefruit. Yes, I remember the grapefruit craze about 10 years ago. It's unbelievably bitter. I remember tasting it as a kid and I still feel the same way about it. Makes awesome juice and soda though. A nose? Cocaine would beg to differ. I really hate cocaine, but I love the way it smells. Has nobody mentioned lumber/sawdust yet? WTF? My mom had an unusual craving for a stack of lumber while pregnant with me, walking through Home Depot with my dad. They both tell me slightly different versions of this story, but my mom will never cease to admit to it being so true. Chloroform. Does this rag smell like chloroform to you? I figure coffee smells better for some people than it tastes. Though I wouldn't know, I drink that shit by the gallons. Vanilla extract. I once drank this when I was a kid and was expecting it to taste like vanilla ice cream water, had to wash my tongue for a whole 2 minutes to get the taste out. Arg. I couldn't read cursive as a kid, well actually as an adult as well but also as a kid, and I saw a jug marked apple cider illegible gibberish beneath. I poured myself a 16 ounces glass and slammed it because I was so thirsty. Then I retched and coughed and scrapped my tongue to destroy the foul taste. Then I made a worse mistake and tried to drown out the taste with a tall glass of milk. The vomiting that followed was horrible but not as bad as the insane diarrhea that came several hours later. That illegible gibberish? Vinegar. Old books. Supposedly one of the chemicals produced by book/paper aging is in the same neighborhood as one of the main compounds in vanilla. It's actually just called vanillin. The lignin in the paper breaks down into it. Fresh cut pine. Amazing smell, little bit prickly of a taste. Bob Vance bought this perfume for me in Metropolitan Orlando. It's made from real pine. Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. Babies. Beg to differ. Subway. I've been saying this to people after realizing it recently. I'm glad someone else agrees. Scotch. Always smells delicious. Often tastes like Band-Aids. Candles. Food $200, data $150, rent $800, candles $3,600, utility $150. Someone who is good at the economy, please help me budget this. My family is dying. Cut back on the avocado toast. Vanilla extract. Frown. This one. Shit smells divine. Tastes like death. Also add pure cinnamon. Smells amazing, tastes way too bitter. Every grocery store bakery's chocolate chip cookies. Felt that one in my stomach. Engine oil source, I've tasted it. I need more details about this experience, please. This is just a universally known quantity for everyone who wrenches on cars/trucks/equipment. You end up knowing what most fluids in a vehicle taste like whether you want to know or not. Motor oil is pretty benign, assuming it isn't too dirty. Even if it is pretty spent, it's not terrible. Coolant is sweet and super astringent, also toxic. Do not recommend. Brake fluid is similar, minus the sweetness. I honestly don't remember what ATF is like, probably like motor oil with a hint of soap. Gear oil has a bunch of sulfur in it and smells like the underside of Satan's ballsack, only one I've taken enough care to never have accidentally tasted. Also never tasted hydraulic oil, because I don't work on equipment. But I bet it's fucking awful. Turkey legs from amusement parks. Cocoa powder. Unsweetened cocoa powder. So, cocoa powder? Grass. Never tried it, but TBH, it seems like it'd be nice too. Chuck it in a blender and you got green juice too. My friend once ate like a bucket's worth of grass as a kid, had some interestingly colored excrement for a bit after that. Movie theater popcorn. I eat handfuls of it hoping it will taste as good as it smells. It never does. Man. I want some popcorn now. Smackers Chapstick. No, not the strawberry ones. Those flavored sparkling waters. Flavored my ass, all I taste is bubbles. My strawberry shortcake doll that I had when I was a kid. Turns out her hair doesn't actually taste like strawberry. Just plastic. Also chapstick. I used to have some grape chapstick that I would eat for no reason, but I didn't have good luck with lip smacker and never did it again. I wish I had one of those old strawberry shortcake dolls to smell right now. The memories would be intense. They still smell after decades. Which makes me wonder if it is one of those artificial scents that just can't break down, and in 100 years when the plastic might start to degrade, that those little molecules might actually be quite dangerous. But, they all smelled so great. Even the purple pie man. Deodorant. I once accidentally applied deodorant like one would apply chapstick because I was seriously spacing. I don't recommend it. Serious dry mouth. Pipe tobacco. I went through a short pipe phase in the 70s. Probably freshman year of high school while reading the LOTR. I discovered that tobacco that smelled good and had a pleasant aroma when burned tasted like shit. Tobacco that tasted good smelled like shit. Shit being a metaphor. I have no idea what shit tastes like. This is truth. My dad used to smoke pipe and his favorite blend was almost nauseating. Cucumbers. They lure me in with that wonderful smell, then reward me with a taste of stale water. Why do you hurt me so? The first time I had cucumbers I knew I had tasted them before, then I realized they taste like a bit of watermelon at the rind. With no red in the bite. Tide Pods. Gasoline. You probably just aren't warming it up. See, that's the thing with gasoline that people won't realize. It's best consumed hot. I'm talking piping hot. Just take a match, light it and soak the lit match in the gasoline to marinate. Burnt senders hate this one simple trick. The roasted nuts on the streets of NYC. NYC is such an amazing olfactory experience. One moment you're smelling expensive perfume worn by the most gorgeous woman you've ever seen walking past, then garbage floating in rancid chud, then the sweet warmth of roasted nuts, then the pungent skin folds of a homeless person, then empanadas. It's wild. I miss it. That first whiff of garbage is how you know summer's right around the corner. Purple glue sticks. Underrated example. Dragon fruit. They smell heavenly, then taste like a solidified LaCroix. Coffee. I know billions and billions of people like the stuff. Doubt if it tasted the way it smells I would too. Love the smell, that the taste? Awful. Unless I put enough cream and sugar that it's basically a milkshake. I like drinking coffee. It smells way better than it tastes. Coffee is my favorite liquid. I agree it smells better than it tastes, but only by a little bit. Everglade plug-in air freshener. Nah, they smell terrible too. Bye, they taste worse. Revenge. Cocaine. Unless it's street coke that smells like a mix of Ajax and dog shit. Where does one buy coke not off the streets? How has nobody said McDonald's pancakes? They smell like heaven and taste like regret. You watch your mouth, those are delicious. Hop extract. I brew beer and use the hop extract in certain processes as an alternative to fresh or processed hops. It smells great if you love the smell of beer, particularly IPA. Got some on my finger once, just a small drop, and without even thinking licked it off. Effing ruined me. Destroyed my taste buds for like 3 days, all I could taste was bitter. This is how I feel after tasting IPA. Just palate-destroying bitterness. I think it's literally the only type of beer I don't like. I Stockholm syndromes myself into liking it. It was my dad's favorite type of beer and I would always ask to try it. Turn to at some point in time. For more videos, like and subscribe.